Doing the visitor thing.
Absolutely, go ahead.
On behalf of the board and town of Surgoinsville, I'd like to wish you a happy birthday, Chris.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Speech. Whose birthday? It's Christian from Robinwood.
So we'll take up the minutes of last month's meeting. If you want to look them over, I need a motion and a second to approve them.
Let's do the reports and we'll just do that at one
Okay.
time.
Jane?
For the month of November, 213 complaints, 4 incidents, 3 accidents, 5 offense reports, 21 citations, 4 animal complaints, 2 code enforcement, 1 arrest. We lost 3,246 miles. We did get our Tahoe picked up from Lebanon. We don't have it in service yet. There's a few glitches. We're gonna have to take it back down there and get fixed before I release to pay the invoice. And also dispatch is logging our, if you see one of them, they're logging our complaint cards and giving us a monthly total. Well, that monthly total is not gonna be what my monthly total is, because a lot of complaints that come in here in this town come directly to me. That don't ever go through the system down there, so now I'm trying to figure out a way to get it, where it'll track it kinda even with each other.
Let's see, Bob here. Bob?
The town of Surgoinsville works report, November 2023. Residential garbage was 76.59 ton. Commercial 14.22 ton. Brush truck 12.2 ton. Dump trailer 4.02 ton. Recycled plastic was 570 pounds. Mark's Auto $173.92. Wiper blades for the F-150 2014 truck and depth lid for the trash truck. Lowe's $86.78. Christmas lights, zip ties, and pliers. Liberty Lumber was $1,385.76. Door locks for the shop, sewer parts, road tiles, Irons Hill Road, and conduit and plug-ins for pole lights and Christmas lights. And co-op was $35.88. Keys made for shop and little house. R&M doors, repaired gearbox for the bay door was $185.
The fire department has a report. I don't think they're here. I'll read that off. 1 commercial structure fire, 2 motor vehicle accident, 1 EMS assist, 1 smoke investigation, 2 brush fires, 1 residential structure fire, 1 welfare check, 1 public service standby, and 1 vehicle fire. Department trained a total of 16 hours. We are still looking at options for a new brush apparatus to replace 2105. I have applied for a $56,000 5% match grant to replace our failed breathing air compressor. All right, I think that's it on reports. I see Connie's got a report. If y'all want to look at the sewer reports, you can.
I make a motion with the reports and the minutes be approved as well.
A motion for Bob. Approve the minutes and the reports. Need a second.
second.
Second by Tim. Everybody in favor of approving the reports and the minutes, do so by saying aye. All right. Okay, old business. Amended motion for clarification of record of intent. Everybody wants to read that. Take a minute to read that so you understand what's this amended motion. When you're finished, we'll need a motion and a second to vote on this amended motion.
I'll make the motion since it's my amendment.
Motion, okay, is seconded. Roll call votes, Megan.
Okay. Alderman Bishop,
Uh,
Alderman Collier,
Aye.
Mayor Graham,
Yes.
Alderman Hoss,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Jernigan,
No.
Alderman Merritt, yes, Alderman Sanders,
Yes.
Okay, that's passed. We'll move on to unfinished business. Consider, second reading of ordinance to amend the Surgoinsville Municipal Code, Title 17, Chapter 1, Section 101 regarding residential trash pickup. We need to vote. This will be the second reading for that.
You might explain that that's changing the time of the meeting from 7 to 6.
Yeah, we haven't got there to that yet. Can we approve all these in at one time? These, well, there's actually two,
No, you have to have two.
so we have to have two votes. Okay, the first vote, read to you the Surgoinsville Code concerning the trash pickup. We'll go first. I need a motion and a second.
I'll make that motion.
Motion for Tim,
I'll say.
second Bob. Roll call vote. Megan.
Alderman Bishop, Alderman Collier,
Aye.
Mayor Graham,
Yes.
Alderman Hoss,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Jernigan,
No.
Alderman Merritt, yes, Alderman Sanders,
Yes.
Okay, consider second reading on ordinance to amend the code of ordinances titled General Administration. One board of mayor and alderman section regarding to meeting time. This ordinance will change the time of BMA meeting from 7 p.m. to 6 p.m. I need a motion and a second to approve this on the, let's see, on the second reading.
Is that the second reading?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
all right, I'll make a motion.
Okay, motion carried.
I'll second.
Second one. Roll call again.
Alderman Bishop, Alderman Collier,
Aye.
Mayor Graham,
Yes.
Alderman Hoss,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Jernigan, Alderman Merritt, yes, Alderman Sanders,
Yes.
Okay, from that,
Let
here,
me just say one thing about
okay,
that.
vote.
When we publish our sunshine notice at the beginning of January, it'll give the public notice of the change in the meeting time.
Oh, okay.
Because we'll we do that every year, publish an annual sunshine notice when the board meetings come, rather than publishing every month.
Okay. Okay, beer board members, let's see. Anyway, we needed a third member for the beer board, and, I don't know if you know Chris, but it's a manager at the dollar store. Anyway, he's volunteered to be on the beer board for us, so that will make us 3 members. And I think we're gonna have a meeting pretty soon, I think.
Yes, December the 19th at 6 p.m. We've had a new application for beer permit.
We had the ordinance read on first reading, didn't we?
For the,
Beer board,
you know,
Taking it to 3 members.
to take it to 3 members.
I thought we did it a while back.
We talked about it at the workshop,
We never
and
voted on it.
it was my mistake. I left it off in November, and then I've also left off this one.
In order to accommodate, apparently there's an applicant. We need to adopt the ordinance.
Can we adopt it with just one reading?
I mean, I can go back and double check, but I did not have it in November minutes.
We can't adopt it on one reading. What we need
I've
to-
got it printed, I can go get it.
Couldn't we do the first reading tonight and then a week later do the second?
Yes. You'd have to have a special call meeting. You couldn't just adjourn this meeting.
Yeah. Why don't we do that then?
okay.
Could a vote be done via email? No, has to be in person.
Okay, so this,
We need a motion and a second to adopt the ordinance that's been presented, adding the additional name on first reading,
okay.
assuming that it hasn't been already read on first reading.
Yeah.
I don't think,
First or second reading, as the case may be.
well, I just think, that Chris just volunteered, so I'm sure we didn't have anything to do. Okay, so we need a motion and a second to adopt ordinance, changing the beer board to 3 members. That's all I need, right?
Right.
Okay. Need a motion and a second.
I'll make a motion to change it to 3 and then include Chris,
Okay. Okay,
the other 2 names.
so that's me,
Bishop and Mayor.
Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, and Mark. Okay. So
I'll
that,
second it.
okay.
No.
Motion and a second.
That's fine.
Okay. All right, we got a motion and a second. Everybody in favor of this change, do something saying aye. Okay. That's fine. Okay, new business. Consider Christmas bonus of 100 to 200 for employees. Consider liability form. I said, well, let's do the first. Consider Christmas bonus. Last year we gave everybody $200. All the employees to get, well, actually, this started out to get a ham and a turkey, but anyway, $200 I think should give them a ham and turkey. That's what we did last year. Need a motion and a second.
I make that motion.
Motion, Bob. Motion 200, right, Bob?
Is, do you want to elaborate the $200 for everybody or
Employees.
full-time?
Hey, Bob made a motion.
You got more questions?
Okay.
I just need additional clarification, I think, on what we're voting on. Because I think we previously
The
discussed,
board,
well, no, just not, no, I think we discussed.
It was a part-time employee for $100.
Yeah,
That's where the $100 come from, because we voted on 200 last year. That's where the 100 come from, but it was for a part-time employee.
okay.
Okay, so
Alright.
And do we need to include a budget amendment to move money into that line item to be decided when Larry's around, just to make it appropriate?
There will need to be a budget amendment to have money in the line.
Okay.
item.
There's no money for this?
Well, we don't know.
yeah, I don't think this was actually budgeted.
It was not budgeted.
That's something we don't, but every year we fail to do that. I don't think about
It will be budgeted moving forward.
But the budget amendment will
Can
take
we
care
do a
of it.
budget amendment, just say along with that, moving the money?
Move to resolve that, move money from general fund,
Or the appropriate line item.
authorize and direct the mayor and recorder to move money from appropriate fund to the, Christmas bonus fund.
Is that my motion?
That's your motion.
Okay.
You just got it working to you, so it's handed there.
You didn't want your motion, Bob, did you?
I done good.
Thought I'd help.
Need a second on this. If everybody understands what we're doing.
Yeah, well, I'll second it.
Okay, second from Warren, roll call made. Okay, just let me clarify before we go. This is the employees and the board. BMA.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
And the 100 for
And the 100 for part-time, please.
Okay. Alderman Bishop, Alderman Collier, Mayor Green,
Yes.
Alderman Hulse,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Dorgan, Alderman Merritt, yes, Alderman Sanders.
Yes.
Okay, consider liability forms provided by PEP Insurance for events held at Riverfront Park.
I'm not really looking at that. Let's take a look.
Yeah, we can, that's fine. Yeah, we've got a little bit of leeway before we turn this thing back into them. Anyway, so. Okay, it says consider approval for brush truck repair. The repair's already been made. The board needs to be made aware of it. I think that's seems like the third repair we've had in a few months. But I think I've explained that to you all. It's kind of hurting us. And that's something maybe we need to look at, maybe later on, maybe as far up as March. Maybe start talking about this issue. And of course, the fund balance will change. So, unless somebody has, wants to do something else. Anyway, we'll move on from that to approval for lawnmower repair completed by Rim Street for $624. We talked about that before, Bob was gonna take that, so that's nothing new for us to approve. I think the deck on this lawnmower is warped, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway. We can go from that to other business.
And while we're talking about that lawnmower, they did call today and it is finished.
Oh, okay.
$601 and some cents.
You got money in that line item above for that work,
Should have. Now, I'm not saying,
but you should have.
I don't,
Did you check it before you took it up there?
no.
Okay.
There should be money in the budget, I think, for repairs. I mean, it's something we need to have done. Okay. Consider public entity partner survey results that was completed on 31/23. Bid report has 60 days to respond, and we'll discuss each finding with the appropriate department manager. I think that's probably been done, hasn't it?
No, we have not had a chance to get together yet with a meeting, but we're going to. I've got 60 days from the day that we received the letter in November to reply, so I was thinking we could all discuss those things together at the January BMA, at the January workshop, and then y'all can look at my responses before I send them.
Okay. Sounds good.
And the January workshop is when?
January the 2nd at 5:30 p.m.
Yeah, we've looked this over. I've discussed this with Megan and also James and also Bob. And I think, most of that I think would be, fairly simple. That's a kind of a common sense thing, but we'll look at it. Megan will look at it and get with, everybody and get that turned into them. Okay, Judge Amy Skelton would like to change traffic court to the third Monday of each month at 8:30 a.m. at Surgoinsville City Hall, effective beginning January 2024.
What is it current time?
Can I make a correction on that?
Oh, yeah, James, go ahead.
January, we're gonna do normal time, it's the third Monday of every month at 5:30 p.m. February, since we had traffic tickets already out, we're gonna change it to the third Monday in February at 8:30 a.m.
Okay. All right, so right now it's 5 or 5:30?
5 p.m.
5 p.m. Okay.
right now, but starting in February, we'll start doing the 8:30 a.m. court date, the third Monday of the month.
Okay. I think this fits.
And I think it's beneficial for us as the police department, it's also beneficial for her with our schedule.
Okay.
We need a motion and second on that, yeah.
No, at the last work session, I thought from memory that it was in the ordinance, but it's not. So it's up to the judge to set the day and time that she holds court.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Discuss any business that is properly brought before the Board of Mayor and Alderman for discussion. Anything else? Anybody have anything else?
What do you got, Judge?
Well, a couple of things. One is the purchasing module is going to be implemented here in the next couple of months. And so that's going to change the way in which purchase orders are issued, because they're going to be done electronically, and the way the receiving reports and that sort of thing is going to be done. And the board might want to discuss whether or not, at a work session, whether or not a letter needs to be sent out to the vendors, the regular people that the town does business with, about perhaps receiving purchase orders electronically.
I think about everybody we deal with could do that, couldn't they?
Probably.
So, before we could go buy anything, Megan has to send
Purchase
a
order.
purchase order.
It's, in some ways, it's an additional step, and in other ways, it's just a matter of formalizing the method. The purchase orders, the receiving reports, and the invoices can be done. In some communities, a vendor can send by email a PDF invoice to the recorder, and they can enter that on the system and issue the check from that. But you have to have the purchase order, the receiving report, and the invoice to write the check.
About 5 years ago, there was a new thing, the comptroller's office that said that you had to comply with internal controls, and this is one of the things with internal controls, that make sure you have the money before it's a double check. It's a safety check for cities and counties.
The only other thing I have is, I wanted to let the board know, it looks like we'll have the audit completed in the next 4 to 6 weeks. And the board can receive it, and it'll be sent out to the comptroller's office.
Okay, I got a question on the PO thing. Okay, say, in the afternoon, after everybody's gone home, we have to get something done. I mean, we'll still continue to do that and then exercise the PO later.
Well, I mean,
We can't.
if the building catches fire and you need an extra fire extinguisher, that's an emergency.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And, that's just done on an exception basis.
Right,
But regular routine
right.
purchases, the local government corporation, the LGC purchasing module has all of the integrated pieces. The town paid for it, and it's going to take a little bit of time to implement it, but it'll probably save the town a little bit of effort ultimately.
What I do is I get my invoice, my purchase orders, scan them, send them to the vendor, and require the vendor to send me the invoice. I then attach the purchase order to the invoice, sign it, and then turn it in.
Okay.
That way I know what's in each line item, what I'm spending, that way I can kind of keep up where I'm at.
Okay.
I don't know enough about the system to know whether you can do that or not in the system. It may require the vendor send the invoice directly to the recorder. Whatever it is, it can be worked out. It's just a matter of implementing the program that the town purchased.
I just prefer to look at the invoice myself before I sign off for it to be paid. That'd be the only difference. I'd rather stay, even if we change that way before the check's written, I'd rather look at my own invoice because I know what was done, where she may not know exactly what was done before we take it.
Well, you can do anything additionally, it's just,
Well, it wouldn't be any problem to come out here and go over the invoice.
Well, no, once I know they're in, I would look at it before they was paid.
so there's probably a mechanism that's gonna require the department head to confirm to the recorder that it's there.
Hmm. And make sure that there's money there for it.
Well, the computer will take care of that. But it'll kind of streamline your system.
Megan, take care of it.
Was that required, is that what you said?
I'm sorry?
Is the state requiring us to do that, is that what you were saying, or not?
That's what Randy said.
Well, Randy said this.
Oh, okay.
They did,
Comptroller's office.
5, 6 years ago, required, we're supposed to have an internal control manual here. I mean, it's almost, it's really silly, to be honest with you, but if we think it and we do it, you have to have it on paper, written down. This is our policy and this is how we do it. These are the steps we do, and it has to be followed.
The town has an internal controls policy, but I'll bet that maybe 2 of the members of the board have ever seen it. It was adopted some time ago when the comptroller's office came out. Probably be worthwhile looking at it. Some of the things are impractical in a small town, such as having a different person obtain the mail and open the bank statements than the person that reconciles the bank statements.
And the film test is like C-test. C-test, I call them, they come to my office, sit down, I tell them what I do every day, what certain things. They fix it for us and bring it to the board for approval. Or
or update it, or whatever we need to.
Okay? Any other business? Joe, anything?
No,
James, Bob, y'all got anything else?
How is Vince doing? How's Vince?
spoke to him a week or so ago, sounded very weak on the phone.
What's wrong with it?
That COVID, I think so, kind of took a toll on him, yeah.
He'll have a surgery too, of some sort.
Yes, he sure did.
Mm-hmm. Gallbladder maybe, something like that. Appendix or gallbladder, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know when I talked to him, I'm like Joe, he didn't sound good. But anyway, everybody be thinking about Vince, I've talked to a lot of people that's had COVID, and it's kind of leaving people, some people it's leaving messed up for different things. So, we'll be thinking about Vince, absolutely. Anything else?
What about the, this, we come back way over what we.
Okay, I talked to Lane today, and he sent the email. Anyway, he said that they've been down here several times, on that flow meter before, and that included that, and also, anyway, it makes sense to read the email. I think, I don't think it's too overboard outlandish. I think he kind of accounted for what he spent. But anyway, he said also that it's all ARPA money. There's none of that money's coming out of the general. It's all with the ARPA money and the project that we're doing. So
Megan sent me a copy of the email, and it detailed a lot of the, there were some design functions, there were some research functions that they did. Did the board get a copy of the email? I think
yeah.
everyone should have gotten one. It detailed all of the things that were done with respect to that project. There was a lot more than just buying the thing and installing it.
Yeah, when I talked to him, I asked him what he was feeling as far as that over there. Okay. Anything else? Oh yeah, I will say this, James yesterday came down and filmed the water going through the sewer at the schools, and it's like it's always been, water was running like crazy. James has got it all on his.
I've got the videos on the phone, which I'm going to send to Ben, and he's gonna put them on the drive for me, so I can take them to the school board. I've got I guess several questions. I guess we're gonna have to have a class with that flow meter, so I know exactly what we're doing, because you can turn it on, and it don't really show that it's pumping anything, but you can turn it off, and it shows so many gallons per minute, so I'm gonna have to get him to explain to me how that thing works. I've tried to scan the codes on the side of it, but none of them really give me enough information to go off of.
Mark, that works with Matthew Lane, said he could come anytime. You know, any problem, any questions we have, like James has, and he'll come. I'll call him tomorrow and get him down here, because we have to get that straight.
Yeah. And we've got a few issues down there. Bob was in there because I had him come in yesterday because I couldn't get the switch to work. But I think we figured out what it is, and Tony will make the repairs on it to fix it. It's just simple stuff. It's nothing major. It's working fine. So.
That's all I have. Anybody, anything else? All right. Everybody in favor of adjourning? Stand up. Thanks for coming.